The Forest of Shadows. It was a cool autumn afternoon when two children, Lily and Ben, set out to explore the old forest near their village. The trees towered above them, their leaves a kaleidoscope of orange and gold, and the air was crisp and fresh. They had heard stories about the beauty of the forest, how sunlight filtered through the branches in a way that made the forest seem like a fairy tale. It was the perfect day for an adventure. "Let's go deeper, Lily. I want to see where the trees get thicker," Ben said, his voice filled with excitement. Lily hesitated. "Maybe we should head back. It's already late." But Ben's enthusiasm was contagious, and soon she followed him deeper into the heart of the forest, past the well-trodden paths and into the unknown. The further they went, the quieter the forest seemed. The birds stopped singing, and the wind died down, leaving behind an eerie silence. Before long, they realized they had ventured too far. The sun was sinking behind the trees, and the familiar path they had been walking on had disappeared. Lily's heart began to race. "Ben, we're lost," she whispered, her voice shaking. Ben, however, didn't seem concerned. "Don't worry. We'll find our way back. We just have to go this way." He pointed in the direction they had come from, but the trees seemed to have shifted, blocking their way. As nightfall approached, a thick fog rolled in, cloaking the forest in an unnatural chill. The ground beneath their feet grew soft and muddy, and the air turned damp. A low growl echoed in the distance. "I don't like this, Ben," Lily said, clutching his sleeve. "It's too quiet. Where's the sound of the wind? The animals?" Ben frowned but didn't reply. He, too, could feel the growing unease creeping up his spine. Suddenly, a rustling sound broke the silence. A figure emerged from the fog, a tall, broad-shouldered man, his face obscured by the shadows. His clothing was torn and ragged, and his eyes glowed with an unnatural hunger. Lily gasped and took a step back. "Who are you?" The man didn't respond. His lips twisted into a sickening smile, revealing sharp, yellowed teeth. With a grunt, he lunged forward, grabbing Ben by the arm with a strength that defied reason. "Ben!" Lily screamed, but the man was too fast. He yanked Ben off his feet, dragging him into the trees. Ben fought, kicking and screaming, but the man's grip was unbreakable. The last thing Lily saw was the flash of Ben's terrified eyes before the man disappeared into the darkness. She didn't stop running until she stumbled into a cave, hidden beneath the towering cliffs of a mountain that loomed in the distance. She crawled inside, her breath ragged, her heart pounding. The cave was cold and damp, but it felt safer than being out there with that creature. She huddled in a corner, shivering from both the cold and the terror that gripped her. Hours passed, and the storm outside grew worse. The rain battered the cave's entrance, and the wind howled through the trees. Lily had no idea what time it was, but she dared not leave the cave. She could still hear the faint echo of footsteps outside, though they were no longer chasing her. The following morning, Lily cautiously emerged from the cave, her body sore and exhausted from the previous night's ordeal. The forest was eerily quiet. The fog had lifted, but a strange heaviness hung in the air. Her mind was a blur of fear and confusion. She didn't know what to do next. Should she search for Ben? Or was he already? Suddenly, her eyes caught sight of something. Through the mist, on the slope of the mountain, a figure emerged. It was a house. She hadn't noticed it before, but now it seemed so out of place. An old, decaying building standing alone in the middle of the forest. Its windows were dark, and the door was ajar, creaking in the wind. Lily's heart skipped a beat. She didn't know why, but something in her gut told her to approach it. Maybe someone inside could help her. Maybe she could find answers. With trembling hands, she made her way toward the house, each step heavier than the last. As she neared the door, it creaked open further, as if inviting her inside. Lily stepped inside, the smell of rot and decay hitting her immediately. The air was thick, and the wooden floors groaned beneath her feet. She hesitated, calling out, "Hello? Is anyone here?" There was no answer. The door behind her slammed shut with a deafening thud, causing her to jump. She spun around, but no one was there. A flicker of movement caught her eye. a shadow, t.
Thanks for watching.